Hello there folks, and thanks for joining me once again at my tying bench. Today's fly I'm going to tie you a popular dry fly. It's called the rs2, and it can be tied in a variety of different colors to match different small mayflies that you see on the water. This particular time I'm going to tie it to represent the blue-wing olive, and I tie them in from a size 18 down to like 22, 24, and this is the 18, the bigger size for the video. So I thought you might enjoy watching me see how I tie this one up for you. So I'll get this little guide device, fresh hook in, and get started. And I'm using a mustad dry fly hook 948 Pro in a size 18. We'll get him in the vise here. Okay, we'll get him locked down. There we go. And I'm using some Danville 6/0 olive brown thread. So first thing we'll do is start our thread. Put a hook eye length behind the eye here. We're going to wrap back, and we're going to stop at about the hook point this time, just like so. And when you snip off our tag end thread this time, we're going to save this piece of thread here. So I'm going to set that down aside here for now. Okay, and the tail is some medium done microfibbets, and we just want 2 for the tail. So I'm going to grab 2 here, snip them off. Okay, I find the trickiest part of this fly you might find is getting the tail right. The rest is not so bad. So we got these, and we want to measure these up about, I want them about a hook shank and a half length, and hook shank length, maybe another half for the length. 1 hook shank and a half for the length of the tail. We'll tie that in, pinch loop on top. Okay, wrap back a couple wraps and forward. Okay, now what we're going to do, that little piece of thread there, first I'm going to take my scissors and try to split these here. I want them split a little bit like so. Now, that little piece of thread that we saved here, what we're going to do is take that and just loop it around the bend of the hook like so here. Like I was saying, this could be the tricky part for you. Then just grab that and bring it up in between, just like so. Oh, I lost it there, see? Exactly what I mean by a little bit tedious, but there's other ways we could do it, but I just wanted to show you how this one works. Then we'll take that and pull it up in between, and we want our tails to be about an 80-degree split, so I'll tie that down, just like so. Wrap it back a little. Then we have our tails split, and they won't move that way. Then we'll wrap that forward, snip off the excess material. Alright, now the dubbing. Of course, I'm using kapok dry fly dubbing, my favorite dubbing, but any dry fly dubbing will do the trick. So now I'm going to dub the body, and another key I find with these rs2s is just to keep a really thin, tight noodle. The biggest mistake some people do is overdressing this fly. Just want to keep a nice thin body on it. So we'll work that dubbing down here, just like so. And you may not get it right off the bat for one noodle, but that's okay. You can always put some more on. Now we're going to wrap back. And we want that first wrap in front of the tail. And then what I'm also going to do is make 1 wrap around underneath the tails just to prop them up, keep them in place, like so. Now we're going to wrap that forward. Okay, that gives a nice tight segmented noodle. And we'll taper a little bit towards the front there. Okay, now there's our body. Now for our wing, I just got 1 CDC puff feather here, and what I'm going to do is just stroke that together, like so. And we're going to tie that in. I'm going to pull those other ones down that I don't want. Okay, and we're going to tie that in on top with a pinch wrap, just like so. Snug it in good. Okay, there's our wing here. Alright, so we're going to trim that off. The excess doesn't look good right now, but it'll look a little different once we're finished here. And we're going to wrap all that down forward, all that excess. Wrap back a little ways here. Alright, because that's going to be our wing. We'll just leave that long for now. Alrighty, so next is more dubbing, because we're going to do the thorax section here. So, and I'll tie another nice thin tight noodle here. Dub it on rather. Keep it nice and thin. Okay. Just like so. Alrighty. Now, gonna do in front of the wing here. Then we're gonna wrap back. And I like to prop the wing up here, like so. Get a hold of all the wing materials. Make a couple wraps behind that wing just to prop it up a little bit. Then we'll go back in front and forward, right to the eye, just like so, and then we'll stop there. Okay, that's what we have so far. Now we'll just, all we got left to do, folks, is a whip finish. 4 or 5 turns on this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 5. Okay, snug seat that knot nice and tight. And I don't put any glue on these little guys. Just get a good strong seated whip finish will do. Alright, so now we're going to grab that wing and just cut on a downward angle. Our wing here. Just like so. And there we have it. There's another size 18 rs2 dry fly. And like I was saying, it's a really good little dry fly, especially when there's small tiny mayflies on the water, olives and midges and whatnot. And you can tie it in a variety of different colors, like I was saying, to match the flies that you're seeing on the water. And the only tricky part, like I was telling you, is the tail. You may have to fiddle with that a little bit to get it right, but you'll get it. So I want to thank you for watching once again, folks. And if this is the first time viewing my videos and you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that button and the notification bell so you know when I put up another video. And I appreciate y'all watching out there. And if you have any comments down below, put them down below. I'll read those for sure. And I want to thank you once again for watching. So until next time out there, happy tying everyone. I shall see you all again soon here. And thanks for watching. So long for now.